Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're checking out Asking Brits if they'd move to America. Politics Joe is where I'm getting this from. Link in the description below. Please go over and show him some love. All right, so let's dive into this one because I want to know what Brits think about moving or if they'd move to America. Welcome one and all. Here we go.
Sod the Yanks.
No, because I am transgender.
If I was to go anywhere in America, like somewhere like Canada.
I don't like the culture, whether it's tipping, guns, the thoughts on abortion, nah.
Actually seems a bit more relaxed over there and open, doesn't it?
No, never.
I don't think that it's a climate that any young female in particular would want to grow up in.
In 2025, would you move to America?
Boy, there is some valid pointers as the video started. I can't blame them. I have nothing to say more than I see where they're coming from 100%. But let's hear their thoughts more in depth.
No chance. I just think the climate is just really quite toxic at the moment. What's happening with like immigration and ICE, but also just like women's rights. It's just scary. My grandfather lives in the States. He actually was like, potentially voting for Trump. Just the dichotomy of how it works and how citizens are interacting with the government and lack thereof is just really scary.
No, because I am transgender.
Same reason.
See, she's right with all the points that she hit on. So I can see why she would not move to America. You understand me? And like this young man said, nope, I'm transgender. It's just too much going on. I don't want to be in that atmosphere because it's just chaotic and people are not nice. And you gotta see, I'm seeing their point of view, period. To me, you gotta watch this video with an open mind. You can't be like, oh, whatever. Well, you can stay where you're at. No, because they're making some valid points.
Definitely not.
Would I? Yeah, I think I would, yeah. I think the lifestyle out there, it seems okay,
Same as. Yeah, different lifestyle. Actually seems a bit more relaxed over there and open, doesn't it?
I like the pancakes.
Yeah.
as long as it's not to do with Trump, yeah.
No.
I love these. I love how the accent right there was like, baby, just making me excited. I'm excited listening to their accent. I could listen to them talk all day long, but I see where it's like, listen, they seem like I'm more relaxed. Nothing to do with Trump, but I'm good. I'll eat a lot of pancakes. I like it. I don't mind. But those are the old geezers saying that. So you see how life is? Because look, they're older and you would expect them to say, heck no, I would never. So I wasn't expecting to hear that, to be honest, from those old men right there. I was expecting it to hear like, nope, I'm staying where I'm at. Definitely would not move to America. So that surprised me.
No, it's just scary. You don't have like free speech.
I agree. I won't move there. It's nice to look at. You'd step over there and you already lose like 10 of the rights that you have here.
Oh, no interest in moving there. It's a complete hole. No, I'm all right. I'm content here. No, I would never move to America. There's nothing about America that I think I would prefer over here. Like literally nothing.
Absolutely not, to be honest.
Jesus, their accent is just tickling me fancy, but I get where they're coming from. He said like, no, there's nothing. I'm content where I'm at. And there are some people like that in the world. And then you'll find Americans who are so offended by what they're saying. But you got to understand why they are saying why they would not move here to America. Because listen, she said freedom of speech. And that's a big thing here. It's like it's taken away from you. There's so many points that I can touch on why people would not move to America. And there's so many points that I could touch on why people would move to America. So it's not all that bad, but I see where they're coming from. Because if you're in a place where you don't have to worry about certain things and healthcare, just to roll a few of my tongue, healthcare, crime, schooling, there's just so many things, the history, then I get where they're coming from. You see what I mean? Transportation is another one. So, yeah.
I can't stand them. I feel really sorry for you. Sod the Yanks.
No, I don't think it's a very safe place to be right now. There's a lot going on politically, and I feel like as a woman, I wouldn't feel that safe.
I don't think current climate comes into it for me, but it would be a no, just simply time zones, and it's just very far away from my family, friends, and things like that.
Okay.
Maybe like if it was like New York, I don't think I'd want to move anywhere like Texas. Anywhere super scary like that.
Not at the moment. I'm not particularly interested in going to the US at all at the moment, so maybe not. I just the political environment at the moment. The obvious things. It's just doesn't seem a very friendly place.
No way. People getting killed and stuff like that. Nah, no way. I'll stay away from America for now. Absolutely, no way. Our age group. So it's a place I'd like to visit in the future, but I think at the moment the tensions are just too high with everything going on, and I'd stay out of it personally.
You see, the political part of it is so strong with in a lot, and it burns in a lot of people's mind with the political climate, how it is here in America. And they are right to think that way, because it is true, because a lot of American here is so uneasy as well. And moving out of America based on what is going on. So they have valid points. The other guy was like, look, I don't want to die. There's safe places in America, but you have to understand where they're coming from, especially with the gun laws here.
I think I'll just stay out of it.
Yeah.
Stay here.
Maybe not. They need to wake up a bit, don't they? It's a bit mad out there.
No, it's just dead to me. Horrible.
No, I mean, you just can't say yes to that anymore. Definitely, like, glitz and glam. It looks great, but they got so many issues there, man, that I just couldn't do it in good faith. Not anymore. Oh yeah, I mean, I think they've got the edge. Of course, we're not without our issues, and 100% there's 101 things wrong here as well. But America just seems to do it bigger and better, and that's the same with the issues they've got as well. So yeah, 100% staying this side of the pond. No.
He was like, we got it. The US got it bigger and better, and you cannot blame him because he's right. And I love how unbiased he is. He said, look, we have our set of problems here. We do. But when you pin it against what America have, America beat us by far. So I'll stay here in the UK. This is my zone. This is my space. I'd rather stay here. And I agree with him.
I don't know. I feel like the rule. I'd probably get. I don't know. I'd be kicked out. But I wouldn't go with the rules. I wouldn't last a minute over there. I don't think it's definitely stricter over there than it is over here. 1000%. If I was to go anywhere in America, it'd be like maybe like Canada.
Yeah, probably New York. Love to live there, but obviously
too busy for me.
Obviously the gun crime over there as well. It's legal and that kind of puts you off. But yeah, I'd say New York. I'd love to live there.
Nah, I don't like the culture. Whether it's tipping, guns, the thoughts on abortion. Nah.
I think guns here would be madness. It's already bad enough with knife crime. If you bring guns into this equation, not a good mix.
I think there's at least one shooting every single day in the States, and that idea of freedom and those historical ideas of freedom, the ideas of what a gun meant back when the Constitution was written. The Constitution isn't reflective of the society we live in today, and I think that's quite scary. In the UK, we don't have guns. We're not hearing people talk about the right to hold a knife, but you would say that would be the equivalent in the UK. So where is that parallel?
Gun violence, not with it. Say the wrong thing, get shot. I'm a mouthy piece. So if I say anything wrong, I'll get gunned down and not for that. It's just the same as it's always been. It's no different. It's just it's in the news. That's all it is. It's the only difference. It's being like put out to people widely, but it's still the same as it always has been.
Gun.
Jeez. And it's sad that's how America looked to the outside world. But to an American, you can't tell them that. It is the greatest and the safest place on earth. And you can't sit here and be biased and say, okay, what they're concerned about is not relevant because it don't make no sense, or it's not that of a big deal. And that's where you have to draw the line and see, like, there's a veil over American eyes when it comes down to these issues that there are, these points that they're raising, because it's actually true. And it doesn't equate when it comes on to your knife crime compared to our gun crimes that we have here. It does not, because let's not dive into that, but it doesn't add up. And she said one gun crime per day. Oh no. And while they're hitting on these. And he's like, yeah, tipping culture is madness. It's out of hand here in the US. So when you compare the UK with the US, when it comes down to a lot of things, the UK outbeats the US by far. Yes, we have the glit, we have the glam, but behind that, ooh, it's messy. It is messy. And yes, we have, I mean, because where I'm at, I can tell you, I'm okay here in Alaska. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, no. But I understand their concerns. I understand where they're coming from because it's right in front of your face and it's normalized to Americans. But to the outside world, they can see that this is madness. And like she said, the Constitution, when it was written, it's not for this generation. It's not for this day and age. It does not balance. Yeah.
The gun, I think everyone would say that, but
yeah.
Well, yeah, even then, like rights and stuff are a bit more touch and go there. Yeah, the gun law is just ridiculous. That's absolutely fucking stupid. There's guns are just allowed to be normalized. I just don't get how you can buy a gun in a shop. No, I would never.
Right.
No, I think it's crazy.
They got guns. I'm not a massive fan of guns.
They're very Republican, and I would rather not. And they have guns, and they're all just, a bit cringe in that way.
It's just Trump, obviously, their complete lax gun controls. I mean, I think it's obviously the stuff that we get served in the media.
What Trump is doing, and I think especially in the political climate at the moment, thinking back to our not so recent history, that's the word, the parallels are really quite scary in just what Trump is doing. I don't think that it's a climate that any young female in particular would want to grow up in.
If I don't like someone who's like ruling the country, why should I even go there?
Well, I think a lot of people are moving out of America.
True.
I mean, there's a lot of bad things going on with Trump. It's a lot of nonsense going around right now. And I feel sad about that. It's very embarrassing. I'm not for it at all. And when I travel, I feel like people are frowning upon me. Even though I didn't vote for him, I didn't vote for Trump, I'm against all of that. So, yeah, it's a bit alarming at the moment. But I don't blame people for not wanting to live there or move away right now. I would move away, but I can't right now at the moment. I'm working. I don't like the idea of a dictatorship, and I don't want to be a part of that. And I think that might come into play later on, and people don't want to be a part of that either.
We are definitely worse culturally, and governmentally we are definitely getting as bad as them.
Yeah, well, America has definitely taken the first steps. Britain is slowly sliding down.
Yeah, I like Americans. They're good tippers, and I work in a bar, so on the whole, Americans have been quite nice to me, but only the ones that come to this country.
I can tolerate them. Some are nice.
I like the country. I kind of like the culture. Yeah. Everyone's talkative. Everyone's interested to speak to you.
We had an American person come into where we work at the weekend, and they were so loud. And you hear about it, and you're like, they're not all loud. He was really loud. He was so nice. Wow. He was really nice. So loud. Very grating.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the accent. It gets on my nerves. They're just very, single-minded, I guess.
In terms of, landscape, they've got nice national parks. Yosemite, very nice.
The food looks alright, but if I ate too much of it, I think I'd become fat. So, I don't know what's in it. So, yeah.
When you talk to America...
I tell you, there's good, there's bad, there's this, there's that, there's food, there's national park, there's gun, there's listen, there's bigger guys. All in all, there are people that are moving, there are people that are not moving, there are people that wants to move and don't have the capability to move. There are people who are trying to deal with what's going on, and this is who they are, and this is what represents them, and they can't leave it. They'll just hold on, and you can't blame anybody. Like I said, everybody has their opinion on how they see things, and it's just the truth. It's just how it is.
When you're over there, they love our pubs and what we've got over here. So is that we like what they've got. We've not quite got everything they've got, and
that's
likewise true. With them, they love our history, don't they? And
I mean, you can see the way the coffee culture's taking off now. Some of the pastries here now, they're awesome, aren't they? The culture is changing, I think, and for the better.
Don't think it would be safe and conducive to a healthy lifestyle. And apparently they have no holidays, so that's awful.
Oh. Well, he touched a big point when he come on to the holiday. Can't say no. The holiday is a big thing. Big thing. Workers' right, a big thing. There's so much things that you can touch on when it comes on to America that gives you a big no. And there's so many things that you can touch on that gives you a big yes. And like I said, what they are concerned about, it's understandable. It's in front of your face. And you can't say to them, okay, nah, that's nothing to be concerned about. That makes no sense. You understand? You'd be lying if you say, okay, it's not something to be concerned. And the political climate here, oh, that's something to think about as well. It's not as it's not where you want it to be. You understand? And there's so many setbacks. And but then when you look at it, like they say, look, what they have we'd like, and some of what they have we'll like, and what some of what we have, you understand? It's like a crossover. And with everywhere you go, every country that you go there, they have their sets of drama, and they have their good, they have their bad. It's just, when you look at so many things in the US, it's not what it used to be, and it can get better. I just don't see it getting better anytime soon. So I can understand why Brits would not move to America. They'd rather move to other countries like Canada and and Australia and places like these instead of moving to America, based on what's going on and based on everything that they have explained. Now, with saying all of that, there are amazing places here in the US where you don't have to worry about gun crime, even though, you know, it's everybody thinks, is there right? So you understand? And there's certain places that you can live comfortable and you don't worry about these things. And that's a fact. You understand? And there's so much to see and do here as well. You know, so it's not all that bad, depending on where you are. But like I said, I understand where they're coming from. It's your island girl, and I'm running out of here. Let me hear your thoughts on this one in the comment section. Be good, be kind, be safe out there. Love you guys to the max. Don't forget to hit the like. Go over and check out this channel. The link is in the original link is in the description below. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to bring this to you on my channel. So show them some love. I know I'm chatting. Love you guys. Bye.